The Out Route with Trey Tutson. This week we talk O.J. Simpson, and if you want to know what the top 5 things O.J. Simpson has ever done, tune in right now. The Out Route coming up next. Nothing exciting happened in sports this week. Nothing. Almost nothing to talk about because nothing exciting happened. What am I talking about? Talk about the fact that Aaron Rodgers wants to leave Green Bay. He's been there for over a decade. He's overdue for wanting to leave Green Bay. What are we going to talk about? Oh, James Harden. Oh, my God. He almost had a triple-double in his debut with the Philadelphia 76ers. And we're just talking about the cheesesteaks. What we're going to do? We're going to talk about All-Star Weekend, right? All-Star Weekend that had that dunk contest that was so boring and so whack that it had people that could barely jump over puddles thinking that they could dunk. What we're going to do? We're going to talk about the fact that, the All-Star game where Steph Curry put on such a shooting exhibition that Biden is thinking about using him as a sniper to go over to Ukraine. I don't want to talk about none of that stuff. Nobody brought me flowers. Nobody brought me anything to present to y'all. So you know what I figured? Since nobody brought me flowers, why don't I go ahead and issue out flowers? This week on the Out Route, I will be issuing out flowers for O.J. Simpson, which makes this week's episode of the Out Route let's get down to brass tacks, or whatever it's called. Let's just get right down to it. And I'm looking right at y'all. I'm coming right at y'all. NBC Sports, I want to say, let's give O.J. Simpson his job back. O.J. has all of the credentials. What, you're not gonna give him that job because of that incident that happened that one night that he was acquitted of? Huh? Don't act like y'all don't hire felons. Y'all got people that put out shows that should be crimes. O.J. is well qualified if you look at all of this entirely. Let's go old school. O.J. has all of the credentials as a player, right? As a player, rushed for over 11,000 yards, 4 rushing titles. He's a Hall of Famer. O.J. knows his football, knows what he's talking about, and he's had this job before. Let's look at this newly, right? He had one of the fastest growing social media accounts in the history of social media. And this dude is averaging up to about 20,000 views per video that he puts out. I know for a fact that O.J. is qualified to do this job. He's proved what a great employee he was. He proved it. When he was on there, he was well dressed, he was well spoken, and the night he allegedly almost murdered somebody, he caught a flight to still make it to work on time. That is a dedicated employee. I know that O.J. is qualified to have this job at NBC because he's qualified to do other jobs that are better than a job at NBC. That's right, jobs that are higher up, jobs that are more prominent. All O.J. does is golf and be on Twitter all day. That qualifies him to be a U.S. president. You telling me somebody that's worthy enough to be a U.S. president isn't worthy enough to call sideline plays? You're bugging. Give him his job back. We want O.J. And we ain't talking about the thing that quenches thirst. We talking about the O.J. Hey, man, you don't ever say that to me. You don't talk to me like that. You don't use words like that to me. I'm supposed to be your friend. And you got the nerve to call me something like that?
I didn't know it was that offensive, dude.
How the hell you didn't know calling me a nuisance was offensive? And now for the top 5. Top 5 things O.J. Simpson has ever done. Number 5, the Bronco chase. That chase was so iconic, Ford brought the Bronco back. Number 4, there is no number 4. Number 3, there is no number 3. Number 2, there is no number 2. And the number 1 thing O.J. Simpson has ever done, naked gun. That's been the top 5, and that's been the Out Route. Tune in next week. Subscribe. See y'all next time.